grateful.
See, when I wrote my first book, I was depressed.
Because you will feel bad, pay 2k or maybe pay 3k for each of them. It's a waste more. We are both helping ourselves.
Igbo woman. Smart investor. Amazon is like a bookstore.
Yes.
Have you ever gone to a bookstore?
You don't buy every book you see. This is what people used to say. How your man a room where.
That's right.
In book, there's something like how your man a room where.
AI is human thought.
Yes.
But you are divinely taught. Like you are an image of God. You have so much inside of you. That is that your family will not buy your book. I'm very sorry to say it.
Don't go and be looking for who will publish your 100 copies of book for 40,000 naira. They will do nonsense for you and you'll be like, I got it cheaper there. You're the one that needs to tell them the value of your book.
That's right.
Not them trying to tell you the value. Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I have a guest. Her name is...
I'm Ella Oban.
And I'm so happy to have her here. She's an author. Please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, Ella Oban's here. So I'm a book midwife. For those of us who deliver babies, I deliver books. Yes. So I'm the founder of the very best writing and personal development academy of our time, known as VitaW. So I'm an author of 4 books, and the 5th one is upcoming. And it's quite an honor to be here. Glad to meet you. Please let me know in the comment section.
Yes, know your name and what you do. And if you're a first timer, thank you for stopping by to watch my video. My name is Miss Somali Chuku, and I'm a confidence and self-esteem coach, director, School of Confidence, and popularly known as the Confidence Doctor. And so today I want to talk about something that is very important. Common mistakes that authors make, while writing and publishing their books and all that. Writing, publishing, and selling their books. And I think she's the best person to be on this discussion with me. And okay, so let's just get into it, right?
Sure. Let's do this.
Okay, so before I even start, she's the one that got this one published. This is the second publishing we did.
Yeah.
Yes, so I honestly think she's the best person to discuss this with me, and also me, because I've done 26 books, both ebooks and hard copies. So let's get into it. All right, so let's have it from her. The first common mistake authors make, while publishing or writing their books. Please, ma.
Okay. I love authors, and I love how zealous they are towards publication of their book. However, you see someone take 4, 5, 10 years, 3 years, 1 year to write a book, but they don't have plans for how to sell it. So many of them believe that because they took that long to write a book, it should sell itself. It used to happen, but not again. I mean, it could have happened. It probably happened in days. Manna fell from sky. But in this present time and age, I doubt. So one of the mistakes I have noticed from so many authors, most of them I have encountered, is when I ask them, what's your marketing plan? They'll be like, what does that even mean? So is this a mistake most authors
who are you now writing the book for? If you're not ready to
so they feel like, because I'm writing a book on spiritual growth, every Christian should rush me and buy it. No, because there are so many others who are writing books on Christian growth and every other aspect of niche. I mean, every other niche.
Yes,
people have written book on. So I believe one of the mistake authors make is the marketing. They don't have marketing plan. So if you're an author here, far beyond planning, trying to write, pushing yourself, also have a strategy.
Because you will not read. You are not the one that will buy all those books when you publish it. You can't buy all those copies you have. So you're writing the book for the people. So you have to think about, how do I get it, in their hands.
And the shocking part is that your family will not buy your book. I'm very sorry to say it, but that is the truth.
Please don't depend on your family members.
Please, don't.
To shock you.
Yeah, they're going to shock you actually.
They might even collect and not pay.
Yes.
They'll tell you, I'll give you back.
Yeah.
And they will not give you anything.
They'll be like, I'm your sister now. I'm your father. Actually, my dad pays for my book. But
my mom even pays for other people, buys for other people.
Yes.
But when just remove your mind. Don't put your mind.
Yes. And the truth is that you didn't write it for them. They were not the people you wrote the book for.
Yes.
So look for those
your
people and market.
Yes.
That's right.
And you're not yet in business if you are thinking that your family members will patronize you. Anything you're selling, actually. If you are thinking that there is one auntie that will buy it, and if they buy it, you will make. That's how you start failing the business.
Even our beloved Jesus, they did not even take him
Yes,
seriously in his
yes,
land. How
yes.
much more
They
you?
may be like, it's not that busy, I know.
Yeah.
That's like a my street. That
Yes,
now she has a
exactly.
book. Why would I buy it?
Yeah.
Who even,
Someone that went to government.
I mean, they'll see you finish. You don't want to patronize
Yeah.
you. So please, okay. Let me talk about my own. One common mistake that authors make. One common mistake that authors make while they are writing their book is writing a book and you're not an authority, not just an authority, but you don't even embody the title or be the concept of that book, the whatever the topic. For example, you're writing a book on how to be more prayerful, or probably
And you've never prayed in
you know, your topic, people are looking at you, and that's why they will not buy, because you don't look like it. You're talking about how to make millions in how many months? I mean, 1 month,
and you're
and then you don't, and you're borrowing and you are in debt. So one mistake authors make is they write books and they are not an authority, and also they don't embody what they are writing about, or they are an authority but people don't know. Probably you are good at this, but people don't yet know you for it. It will be difficult for you to sell that book.
That's right.
Because you will not have to convince them. See, I forget that I'm selling a car, but I'm good at making millions.
Yeah.
I'm good at women's sexuality. Forget that I'm doing this thing. They don't know, so you have to now start convincing them, and it doesn't make sense.
A closed mouth doesn't get fed. So open your mouth and be your own evangelist.
So even if you're an authority in that field, you have to let people know. Like, start early to make them. You don't just start marketing your book the day you're done.
Yeah.
You have to start from
the day you got the idea.
You can even take like 6 months early. Like, I think there's a book that is about to come out, and she's already talking about it online. Like, over time, she talk about it. So you have
people have pre-ordered. So
pre-order. Your book marketing starts
the day you get your idea.
Years before you even publish officially.
That's right.
So another mistake, second one.
Basically, what you said very much resonates with me, because so many people want to write about pastor's wife, but you've never been a pastor's wife. You want to write about orphans, you've never been an orphan. But you
can have a knowledge about something.
Yes.
Even though you're not yet in that thing, but you have enough knowledge. But at the same time, people need to know that you are well. Like, you need to show that even I don't embody this thing, but I'm not a pastor's wife, but I have enough knowledge.
Exactly. I mean, so when you're writing a book in that regard, that's what I'm trying to say before you cut on. But that was a very good point. So as much as you've never been an orphan, you've never been a pastor's wife.
Yes.
Have you lived with a pastor's wife?
Yes.
Have you been in a room with a pastor's wife? It doesn't matter how long. The truth is that you have a first-hand experience, whether directly or passively. Maybe you heard them, you saw it, your neighbor was a pastor's wife, what she passed through, you were there. So that also is a part of things that helps to qualify you to write a book in a certain niche. Another mistake some authors make, and I kind of feel a little disheartened by such attitude, is that some authors feel because they put in so much money into a book, right?
Yes.
That it has to sell. I know I'm still talking about the marketing plan.
Yes.
So there is this resilience. The resilient part of marketing is another mistake I feel so many authors are making, because the fact that you sold something to someone, marketing is different from selling. So because you marketed something to someone, it doesn't guarantee that they are going to buy it.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I mean, make peace with rejection.
I will talk about it because I've had my own fair share of this.
Make peace with rejection. They are going to collect it, they will not pay. They'll be like, oh, just take it. I forgot that I have another plan. So make peace with rejection. And there is someone I was speaking to during December, and the person was telling me, no, I don't like people's problem. I don't like rejection. I say, Auntie, you are 30.
You should have grown.
You need to make peace with rejection. You're gonna be rejected.
Yes.
So most authors, they feel like, because my governor likes to impart to youth, and I wrote a book on youth development,
he will rush it.
And
when he doesn't, you will pack up and say, I will not sell again.
Yes, he doesn't care. And he doesn't care that he bruised your ego. He doesn't care that it took you 10 years. He doesn't care that
you used to reject people.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody rejects.
So no matter how good, no matter how much you spent in that proposal, no matter how much money you spent in running the ad,
yes,
right? Make peace with, if he work, if he no go work.
Yes.
So once you enter marketing with that mindset, you see yourself thrive regardless of come what may. So as much as you are marketing,
Yes.
make peace with it may fail. It's not like have high.
If you sell to 10 people, one person might buy. And
Exactly.
sometimes they may not buy.
And that's marketing for
This
you.
just reminded me of something. Yesterday I went somewhere. I went to one supermarket. I didn't buy it. I just went there to look for parents that will buy this book. I talked to like 7 parents. 2 persons just, I don't want to hear what you're talking about. Then 5 persons, I took their numbers. And they are asking me, okay, when are you going back? Where do you stay? Okay, even if I don't buy, let me have your WhatsApp so that if I see anything that you sell, it's not every day that you make sales. I was telling them I went to Light Nation Church on crossover. I sold like 2 copies of this book. Now, there's some days like yesterday I sold nothing, but I made connections for the future.
Yeah.
So you have to just be okay with the fact that it may work, it may not work. If you
That's
talk to
right.
100 persons, 10 persons might buy.
Yes.
But when you don't make efforts, you don't know whether it works or not. So you have to actually sell.
Yeah.
If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, fine too.
Yeah. So yeah, just like she already said. So also based on marketing, because you paid an influencer to market for you, doesn't mean your book will sell. Do you know? Have you seen people that hawk ghosts? That's how you should carry a book. You overheard the Mesoma saying she took her book to crossover nights. Who takes their books to crossover nights? Except
The reason I didn't even sell the 5 copies I was with is because they took the light as around 1 a.m.
You see?
But
She planned to sell 5 copies.
hello, ma.
Barrister.
See, marketing, no shame.
Exactly. Shameless marketing.
And you do it with so much
yes,
honor. I didn't talk to them as begging them.
No.
I had to make them see that this book is bad. People buy it from in and out of Nigeria.
As a matter of fact.
And you pay for Weibo when you order online. So I'm here with you. You're seeing me. This is the complex doctor, and I'm selling to you. You should rush it. So that's how to sell.
And the thing is that once you write a book, whether you're an authority in a field or not, people see you, because actually the word author is driven from the word authority.
Yes.
So once you write a book in a certain niche, even if it's 5 pages, so far you call it a book, people sees you as an authority in a field.
Yes.
So market it with confidence, with so much pride.
Yes.
I wrote a book on spirituality. I wrote a book on child upbringing.
Yes.
I wrote a book on fish rearing. I wrote a book on being a classroom teacher. Anything at all you write a book on, ensure that you own it. Don't let anybody shame you. You know, some author will be like, no, I don't want them to. You don't want them to what? How long did it take you to write? How much did you spend? So let that be your motivation. And again, always know that you are a solution. Yes. That book you are holding is what will liberate someone, or someone the person knows. Yes. So always work with that mindset, regardless of how much you invested in putting that book together. Also, come to the understanding that this is a solution you are carrying. Anybody you meet, you are giving them something that will make their life better.
Wow. So that's a whole lot about marketing. I think we started with marketing. This video actually started with marketing your book. Okay, but let's just dive into the writing. Go like when you're writing, the mistakes you shouldn't make. For example, now some authors they use overly formal, how do I put it? Too serious titles. Like you see a book, the book is when you see the title, you just get tired. You don't even want to read it because they use ambiguous titles that are so formal. You need to know how to grab people's attention with your titles. You can be daring, you can be stylish, you can just play around words, but still communicate. Because at the end of the day, you don't be too stylish and daring and miss your point. Let people not see your book and be wondering, is it this thing or this thing? Let it be straight to the point. But at least let people be attracted. Let that thing just hook them. Yeah. Like my book, my recent ebook is Help I'm Shy. Once you see that book, you're like, I wanted to give it Who Shyness Help. So I just felt like that name was not really global, so I had to go for the other one. So just use something that when people see, they're like, this is my solution. This is my final bus stop. So use titles that are daring, that are stylish, that can hook people, that can grab their attention. Once they look at it, they know what it's about. Yes.
Be solution oriented. Focus more on this title. Does it resonate with the solution in the book?
Yes. Yeah. All right. Another thing I think I don't know. This one is relative because I can't say it's actually a problem. I feel like authors sometimes they write how do I put it? They write a book that has a lot of pages. But it's relative because if your pages are interesting, People, yeah, like you can hook your writers to your readers to read to the end, no problem.
That's right.
But if you're just talking a lot of the book is like this, people now their attention span is something else. So by the time you have a book that is 500 and 600 and 700 and they're reading it and it's just full of research, tables,
Quotation,
graphs. Is it textbook? They would
textbook
that's why people don't like don't feel driven to read books, textbooks, school books, because of the way it's so and then you too now, you're not like you're an educational person, you just want to write a book and you want to add graph tables and all those icons.
It's not really bad.
It's not bad, but you must know how to hook them. You know,
focus more on the points.
And by the time you spend all that time writing 1 million pages, and then you want to publish it and the formats and the pages increase, how much will you say it? Like, are you ready? You know, so let's be realistic.
And the truth is that the quality of book doesn't rely on the volume.
Yes,
it's mainly about the quality of information in it, how much it can liberate someone who is in need of that particular information you've shared. So just like she shared, forget about volume. If it's 14 pages, you can use
even if it's a pamphlet.
Yes,
I have a checklist, and this is a checklist. This is a very low paged book, just a checklist, and then it has jotter that has affirmations on. This is just 2.5. It's also a book, you know. And people are, but this is the first reprinting we've done. People are buying it because it's valuable. Just meet the needs of people. Ask someone that have written like 600 pages, and then by the time you format it, the book is now up to double the page. And then when you now print it, and then how much will you even sell the book? And who are your target audience? Will they be ready to pay 20k for this book?
Not only 20k. People feel mentally fatigued when they see a book that is too voluminous.
That's just the truth.
Even if it will solve their problem. So it's not like it's bad to write a book of volume.
You can even decide to break it. Part 1, part 2. Or you even decide to talk about different books. And it's a way to even earn more.
That's right.
Like me now, you cannot see me do a book, ebook, how to build your coffee. Sorry. You can because I have 26 books and they are on different topics related to confidence, related to things I'm good at, branding, and all those things that interest I have. But I broke it. That way I help you. You want to buy the book, like you're like, okay,
like
people are like, this is your book help. I'm sure it's very easy for me to read this 30-something pages, and then also I make more money because by the time you pay 2k or maybe you pay 3k for each of them, it's a way to earn more. We are both helping ourselves.
Igbo woman, smart investor.
We're both helping ourselves.
The hack.
I write that mistake.
The book of your life.
Let me tell you too, tomorrow I don't run out of topics to write on because confidence is so broad. There's so many things. And I won't always write that writing how to be confident. That's a one book, and that book is 2,000. You now read it and get no. I will give you break it down. Okay.
While we are still talking about this, have you subscribed to this YouTube channel?
You're not subscribed.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe now and like the video.
Don't go anywhere.
Subscribe once before you continue.
It doesn't bite. Click it.
People will not even know you subscribe. They will not see your name.
I will not see
just
you.
A free.
In case you are big for me, we will not see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right. Another mistake authors make. Most times they don't want to spend their money on good designs.
Call them out.
They want to sell. They want to do book. They want to author a book, and they are not willing to spend money. See, this one is not this place to say good. This is what people used to say. Ahioman Eromwe.
That's right.
In book, there's something like Ahioman Eromwe. Because people don't even want to read books.
People judge a book by its cover.
People don't want to read books in Nigeria again, and then you want to go and do book that is looking like on the Chame market. Kind of.
They told you a book is not judged by its cover. Today, it is judged by its cover.
Let me use one that she published for me. This book, so one of the children saw it. And I like the cover. It's so cute. It's so fine. The inside is art paper, and then the color is well printed, very glossy, looking very fine. Somebody will see this book and not want to buy it. No, now. But what if I had to go and do a book that is white and black, no colored pages, looking so the pages are not really giving something it should be giving because it's for children. People will not be willing to buy this. Some people buy this because of the beauty.
And even if the parents buy it for them, they'll be like, no, I don't want to read this one. They will always choose more colorful ones. And again, one of the things you need to also take note of is your purpose audience. If you're writing a business book and you fill it with color, you go and read it yourself.
Oh,
Because
you have
business
to.
people are
Yeah.
very serious minded people. They just give me the knowledge and let me get out of here. So as much as it's good to spice it up, also pay attention to the audience.
Yes.
Audience you're writing
That's
the
it.
book for.
That's even the next point I wanted to make.
Yeah.
Like, you have to pay attention to your target to know
Yes.
what they would like. Then your book cover, you invest in it. See, be willing to pay people for the book. I spend a lot of, even on my ebooks, I know how much I pay for. I don't even want, because if I mention it, you'll be like it's too much, but I invest in that book cover because people buy my book. Like, that book is, you help me to put on your status, self love to forever. It's not because it was
Yes.
so cute. It was so fine.
Someone told me they want to get it, like
Oh,
the way they mocked it up,
the
and
way
all
they
of
added
that.
glass, they mock up, they added glass of wine. I was also doing a love sign. Like, everything was so fine. And again, if you want to add your pictures to your book covers, you can be creative about it too.
Yeah.
Yes, for that book, Self Love to Forever, I did a love sign. You can just be creative, or you dress well, like look very good. If you want to use your pictures, if you don't have good pictures, please leave your designer to do what he can. Don't go and tell him to add one picture you took in 1990.
Yeah, I always tell people that book is what a land is to a realtor. Because once you invest once, do you know Miles Morrow is no more, but his family are still reaping from the investment he made. So if you are very intentional about getting quality regards to your book cover, just like you mentioned, it makes it a lot easier for you to be at ease before you even revise the edition. Maybe you are long gone, because books
is not something you change every day.
Yeah, Think and Grow Rich.
I've used this for 2 years now. I'm not planning to change it anytime soon.
That's right. Think and Grow Rich, I think it's 2009.
It's like a passport.
Yeah,
people just see a book without even seeing the name. They already know this is that book.
That's when the children of Nephilim Hill, Nephilim Hill had to rebrand it, and they didn't even do much on it. So you have to really pay attention to that book. If someone say, I'm going to use 50,000 to do your book cover, if you can afford it, and the person is good, they are very competent.
Ask us for our designer.
We are going
to share, because
we can share that one.
People keep asking me, who does your design? But when they go and the man tells them the price, they run away. And she like, this is, you want to be like Mesoma, you want to be like Ella. I am not ready to spend your money.
You're gonna spend money.
You have to spend your money.
I'm not sure there's any of my book I want to update the cover.
Honestly, because even after, and that's the goal of mine. Even when I go to for photo shoots and I take pictures in photograph and all that, I make sure that the picture is something that I can use even 2 years, 3 years.
That's right.
I don't want next year. I'm looking at the picture I took last year, and then I'm like, was it in 1990s? I want it to still be giving the quality.
Twitter people say, is it POS you used to snap? Did you use POS to snap it?
Was it jam registration kind of camera?
So that's just the truth. Invest in your book. Just assume you are building a house. Just assume you're making an investment. Just if you've ever built a house, or if you ever seen someone build a house, you see how they put a status. Oh, I don't want to renovate this house until after 10 years, after 5 years. Do it to your book too. If you don't have money, please take your time and save. See, honestly, it's okay.
I'm paying small.
Yeah,
no rush.
Find service providers, editors, and book cover designers that are willing to they are willing to take your payments in parts. That makes it a lot easier for you to be relaxed. You're not under pressure. And if you want to write a book, it's going to cost you. But the beauty of it is that it will pay you for life.
Yes.
It will pay you for life.
Anytime I need what urgent 2K.
Yeah.
Urgent 5K. Just sell
your book. Sell your book. My own is so funny that I'm just telling someone about not. Oh, do you have any copy with you? People I don't know them. They just bought my book. Some people are not even your target audience. They just see you, love you, you are fine. They'll be like, I want to give this girl my money. Just give me a copy. And they will even pay you higher than that. And it's because your book cover, if it's not fine, they'll be like, just hold it. Before we finish the meeting, I'll collect it. And they will just disappear. Because it doesn't look like what they should hold in their hands.
Yes.
But there's a kind of book you write, there's a kind of cover you use on your book. People will just hold it. When I was younger, books like Last Days as Focado's Eyes, I used to hold it in my hand and be going. I've read it 2 times. I read it 2 times. But still hold it and be going wherever. It's fine. Everybody love fine thing. Invest in your book cover.
Another common mistake that authors make is they don't invest in the editing, the publishing, the printing, the formatting, and all that. They don't invest. They're not willing to do it excellently. So you see somebody, even if it's an ebook, you can go and ask, I don't have any ebook that I didn't edit.
Yeah.
Unless it's a checklist, probably like self love to forever. Self love to forever. So if you see it, see this side, very fine. I'll put it up now. You see it, very fine, because it's a checklist. Like number one, do this. Number two, like it's very there's some kind of book. But
Yeah.
I mean, every single book I have, I edited it. I paid somebody to edit it, and the editing is professional.
That's right.
Because people don't want, you don't want, and even if see. When you don't edit your book is a mess.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Talk more when you edit, and when you edit your book, you will still find some little mistakes that you'll be like, we're talking about it.
Yeah. Just be like, oh
You
my
still find some
god.
mistakes in that book. As you keep reprinting, you keep correcting some things.
Yeah.
Talk more of when you don't edit.
That's why people have revised edition. Yeah.
Yes, talk more of when you don't edit your book. I mean, even the people that have edited their book, they will still see some little, and then you don't, is that I don't want to edit my book. I read English in school.
Yeah.
I read English in school.
There
I have
something...
ChatGPT. I have what, Grammarly.
Yes, and there's something people always do, because I edit books.
Yes.
I edit book for people. That's one of the best services I render.
Yeah.
And people always come and say, when you tell them the price for editing a book, their book, because editing is mainly dependent on the number of words you've written and how well you have written. We are not bashing you. We are here to fine tune your work. But when you tell the person, oh, I'm going to use 40,000 to edit your work, be like, is it not just editing?
Yeah.
That's the last time you hear from me. Once you say any service I'm to render to you, I say, is it not just? I'll be like, just take care of it.
Yeah.
Because if you can do it yours, if you know it's just, why
you know why you know drum?
And you may say it's Mesoma Ella that is telling you to go and edit your book. Go and edit your book, because books have a way of opening doors for you.
Yes.
There are rooms you will enter, and that will be your stand.
Because it's not easy to write book.
Yeah.
You know, for me that I've written 26 books, I don't want. It's at a point it's just gone normal. I can just sit down and be like, book idea, just start writing. But I just found out recently that it's not easy.
And it takes a lot of discipline.
It gives
to
you
write
kind of
a
respect
book.
when you get out there. They're like, you're an author.
Just
I mean,
like,
I'm looking at myself like, I mean, it's normal. Like, what's that? I just wrote a book.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nothing. And they're like, someone even asked me, is it your name that is this thing? Yeah. I say, it's my name now. It's your name, Mr. Miley Chuku. Where's your picture? Is it you that is this? You have a book? And I began to show her the other ones, and she's like, So I now found out that it's not something simple. Oh, this thing is big.
Yeah, it is. It is because, and again, the millennials mostly feel that, because back in the days, during their time, they struggled so much. You have to write for years. They use typewriter.
They are taught that book writing is so difficult. Now I can write on my phone.
Yes. And again, when they are done, you can't do self-publishing. It has to be the traditional way. You have to write to so many publishers until you see any good Samaritan that approves you.
That time it was tougher.
Yes, it was tougher. But right now you can actually write a book.
Do you see
how you were able to survive in Uniben if you went to Uniben, Unilag, all those prestigious unis that people are struggling to survive in? You can actually write a book on it. See, I always believe that everybody have a book in them.
Yeah.
You just decide whether you want to share with the world. And it is very, very important that you invest in editing. Don't just say, because you have this knowledge, people will buy, or you write is better. Even me, that I'm an editor, when I'm done writing my book, I give it to my fellow editor.
Somebody, second eye. And even, you need to, my editor used to call it fresh pair of eyes. Like after she has read it, and I feel like there's an issue, she wants to give it to somebody else in her team to use fresh pair of eyes to, because maybe if you're looking at something for a long time, you just get used to it, that you don't see tiny errors.
It even happens to you.
Edit your book.
There are times you read things online, and maybe someone is telling you there's an error. You'll be like, no, I read it. There's nothing in it. But because you just read it, some places you just assume, correct it in your subconscious mind that you're reading. It happens to every author and every writer. But when you reread or maybe give it to an editor, and again, when editor returns it, please read it again. Please.
I used to
read it again.
Yes,
read it again. Read it again, word for word. And the beauty of this reading again is that you realize there are fresh ideas you add. There are places you desire to expand on, to fine tune, and all of that. So it's okay to trust your editor. And that's why whenever I'm done editing a book, I always I give the author the book, give them my comments about what they have written, and I'll say, read through, add, or remove.
Mm.
As much as some of them, I trust you, I say, yes, I know you trust me, but this is your idea. It came
Yes.
to you for a
You didn't
reason.
come to me. I'm just
Yes,
helping you to fix
exactly.
it.
So there is likelihood that there is more to what you can do in the book.
Yeah.
They'll be like, do you think there are places? I say, I'm being very honest to you. There's no place I feel you didn't do well. The place you didn't do well, I added, but read again. And when they feel, you'll be like, oh, thank you so much. Do you know when I remember to add, I did, and that is how it works. That is how
Yes.
it works. Take your time. This is your book. This is your investment.
Yes. Especially hard copy books.
Yes.
You don't have to open your book and be like, hey, why did I write is was instead of like it's so painful.
See, when I wrote my first book, I was depressed
because you will feel
for
bad.
it.
Because
Yeah.
you will not think of people that are having the books in their hands and
you
like,
projected yourself as an authority. People like waiting me this. No, some people will be kind enough to come to you and say,
like, there's an issue.
yeah, there's an error. And again, I need you to come to reality that there is no perfect book. Someone will always come with one
thing or the
other. Make peace with it.
Yes.
When they come, please thank them. Don't say, over sabi. They are kind enough to see anybody that sees your error and come and tell you. That person loves you.
Yes.
Yeah, there are people that doesn't know assertive communication. They just talk everything the way they see it and however they think. They don't even mind about your emotions. However, make peace with them. People will come and tell you, the trim in this side is too cut. This is not the same size. Just say thank you. Just keep noting them. The ones you can effect, you effect them. The ones you can't, don't go and tell your editor, I thought you did it well. Why did you leave this and
because this is also a human being,
except you are using people that are using AI, and I'm very sorry to say it. If you are using editor that is using AI,
please move out.
Your book
will be so robotic. And
you know the funniest part, if there's someone that looks forward to write to global audience, there is likelihood that Amazon will reject your book.
Okay.
So don't do that to yourself.
Write from your heart, and that's even how you connect and sell.
If you notice an editor use AI, please don't pay them.
People used to ask me, like, what was your drive to writing this? Somebody asked me this. And if I had written my book with AI, trust me, I will know. I was looking at the book like, you talked about this. What was your drive? I saw networking. I have begun to share my story. How I was timid when I was secondary school, how I lost positions, and the person, okay, this person has been there. I'm sharing. Like, if you write your book with AI is not you. AI doesn't know how it went.
Just machine language. I used to tell people AI is just a tool.
Yeah.
Do you know how Google came to us and it made it easier? We don't have to go to cafe to go and browse. I think there was a search engine back then. I can't remember what it was, but I can remember that there were times my sister had to go and pay in cafe, pay 100 naira, pay 200, take time, stay in the queue before she would not browse assignments they gave her in school back then. But right now, Google made it easier. You can be in your house and browse. And AI made it easier. That if you want to ask AI, describe Gwarimpa in Abuja for me. You don't have to tell it. Don't have to give you different estates in Gwarimpa like Google will do. It just give you concise explanation. You don't have to click on a link, read through, and all of that before you find the information you're looking for. AI is just a tool. It's not bad.
It's not your brain.
Yes.
You can't throw away your brain.
AI is human thoughts.
Yes.
But you are divinely taught. Like you are in the image of God. You have so much inside of you. Stop surpassing it. Stop leaving it for AI. You have a brain. That's why God gave it to you. Use it.
All right. Another thing is poor formatting. Some editors are kind enough. My editor, she's kind enough to format my book. Like the places where she needs to bolden the font, she bolden it. The place she needs to underline, she will underline. Anything she will do it and they said. And me too, I will still go to someone that will format because I don't want to format myself. Person will now still format. I just tell the person what to, the person does it. So if you have a book that is not even formatted, like you know what I mean, like formatting your book to be ready to publish, not like how you typed it to. Bolding the fonts, italics, the places that need to be paragraphs, kind of fonts,
page layout, trim size.
So the book is aesthetically, how they say it, pleasing.
Yeah.
Like if you put this one now, you can see the way it is. Like it's not just there's color. The way it's not just looking tattered. Is here, paragraph is not well aligned. There is no things that scattered work. Format your book, and again, poor printing. Don't go and be looking for who will publish your 100 copies of book for 40,000 naira. They will do nonsense for you and you be like, I got it cheaper there. You will come out and will not be able to sell that book because the book will be giving 40,000.
You will not even be confident enough. If you see a selector, you hide it
because the book is
only market to where you can
clean.
sell it to. Yeah,
you just need to go to Onitsha market and go and beg all those bookshop people, please.
Sell
sell this book for 100 naira for me. And you need to talk about the kind of author you want to be. Do you want to be an author that is begging for sales, or do you want to be an honorable author? Some people are not honorable authors. I've seen people that have written books, and when you see them, you're like, they're begging. Please buy this book. Please launch this book for me.
People should buy my book so that I'll eat it. So many vendors do that. Like, why?
Why are you looking like
Maka? Why?
So please, please.
We are begging you now.
Be an honorable author.
It pays. It pays to be honorable.
Why would somebody pay somebody 20K for their book and pay you 1,000? Meanwhile, you are right on the same topic. But it's not about their worth or anything. It's the way the book is, the way they talk, the way they carry themselves. You don't look shabby. I want to say
and yes, exactly. Yes, you can. You people perceive you.
You don't talk. You don't. Before I sell my book, even myself in my mind, I'll be like, calm down. You are doing too much. But the way I speak to the person, a first timer, I met the oldest parents, and they engage me like, where do you stay? I want to call your number in case I don't buy ball. I want to know if many of them might enroll their kids for our August classes because they are my start. They are my status now. Okay, I didn't sell to them, but I made connection because of the way I was talking and the way I appeared, the way I looked. So yeah, a lot of things goes into book.
That's right.
Book
and when you do it well, and people see that you are proffering solution, that's where you begin to get invitation. If you are someone that
even
have
they don't
flares,
buy, they will invite you. You are an authority.
Yes. If you have flares for public speaking, and as an author, I'm advising you, even if you don't have flares, go and get the flares. Because that's one thing my coach did for me. I am not very much a speaking person.
Yes.
But when I started out, my coach,
you have to learn how to have conversations.
It's not like I wasn't outspoken. I've been speaking all my life because I've always held the position of leadership in organizations and in schools. But that period, he told me this week, this January, he asked me, there's a question he asked me, still on that, I don't want to mention it here. But he asked me, he got me thinking, I'm like, hi, you could kukuma leave me, I don't try. But he's like, no, there is more to what you are doing. We gonna get there. Yes. So go on. He said, don't give me an answer. I'll go and think how you're going to do so and so thing. So you need to, even if you don't have someone that is pushing you, I have a coach. Even if you don't have, I'm a coach actually, but every coach needs a coach too. However, be in that place where you keep on learning, keep on developing yourself. Yes. One day, either by mistake or by intention, someone is going to call you to their platform.
Everything's not about money. Yesterday I made connections that I know out of all those parents I reached out to. They might either buy my book or register their children for SOC kids
and tell their friends.
One thing must come out of it. So I'm not hungry to be looking for 5,000 now. Give me a number. I'm telling the book, collect their number, connect with them. Okay. Another mistake I think people make is poor pricing of books. You don't know how to price your book, like how to say this is the price that should be okay for this book. How to price your product is a skill.
Yes. Think
about the things you've invested. And when you're thinking about what you have invested, don't just think about the money for publishing. Think about from the designing to the editing to the formatting if you paid for every single penny you put. Calculate everything. So think about your profits, then divide, over 100 or any copies. Like don't just be quick to say, I'll say, before you even finish the book, you've already talked about the price. Unless
it's better the price is way more than is
because another common mistake that authors make is inconsistent pricing. You are seeing your auntie in the village and you're like, this man doesn't have money, so you sell at 2,000. Meanwhile, the price of the book is 5,000. Don't do that to yourself, because it just reduces your worth in their eyes, and they can go about telling people that they should price you, that you can reduce the fee for them. See, let people know the value of the book. That's once you tell them why it's worth it. Whenever I'm selling my book to somebody, I say, please open it. They're like, okay, I can open it. I say, open it. They open it, they see the quality of the book, they see the printing, they look at it, and they see the content of the book. They know that it's worth it, and the way I carry myself, they know that I deserve even more than this money.
True.
I made the parents know that
the 5,000
is more
If they cannot afford it, you can collect their
big for
number.
me. Yes.
Yes, and tell them, okay, next time you can purchase, or you can,
Yes.
if you're collecting part payment, I don't support to collect part payment for your book, as much as maybe your editor or your book layout designer collected. Don't collect. Anybody that
How
doesn't
can
have,
you collect half and give the
yes,
book?
yeah. So anybody that cannot pay fully, it means they are not qualified to own your book, and you don't even need to tell them. You just tell, if they say, "Oh, what I have now is 2,000," or "Can I give it 3,000 later?" You just be like, "Don't worry, I'll be here in the next 2 weeks. So when
Yes.
I come, hopefully by then you will have it. Don't worry, we have plenty copies for you." You make it in a way that they don't feel bad
Yes.
for not having enough, and also
Yes.
you don't betray yourself by offering that book for low price. Because I tell you the truth, you're going to use all your family members to collect the remaining money. They're not going to pay you. Yeah. So anybody that
Yes.
doesn't have the money cash, please give them option when next they can meet you, or where how the next way they can get your book. That's very good. Stop underselling your book. I mean, people are supposed to even pay you more instead of underselling
Yes.
it.
It's not just the right book.
But it's different that you're doing Black Friday. That one is different.
Everybody's
Promo.
getting sales,
Yes.
no problem.
Yeah, if it's,
I don't do all those give this person at 1,000. No, not
so
do
if
that.
you are doing promo, discounts, birthday pack, and all of that, that
that's
one
a
is
different
different. But if it's, you go to the village, you sell differently. You go to your classroom, you sell differently. You go to your colleagues, you sell differently.
It's funny how somebody will see this book and price it 1,000 because person is like, it's not one of those novels, and I'm like, no, it's not one of those novels. You're the one that needs to tell them the value of your book.
That's right.
Not them trying to tell you the value and say this is not one of those novels. It's not a novel, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I've done this for 4 years plus. I have people that buy this book from UK. Somebody even ordered like 10 copies from UK. Say she wants to sell in dollars, and she will definitely make more money than she even bought it from me.
You see.
So I'm wise enough to know that I'm the one being in charge. It's my book. I tell you what to pay me, not you telling me. So as them, and again, know how to handle objections. Sometimes you need to convince people to buy from you. Not that they don't want to buy, but they want to still know whether you change your price and everything.
Enough.
So they're like, oh, I don't want to. You give them another. They're like, this book is small. So it's not about the quantity. It's about the quality.
Tell them the things.
Honestly,
and don't over persuade them, because
yes.
Once you start over persuading them, though we may make a video on sales proper, because sales is a mind thing.
You need to learn sales.
Yeah, you need to learn sales,
because you're not just writing a book.
You learn,
because at the end of the day, if you write a book just because of the fun of it and you don't sell, you would just hate yourself. You will hate and if you talk too much, your money.
That's why you see people bashing motivational speaker. They didn't lie to you. You just haven't understood the psychology behind it. Because some of us feel like sales is just about talking. No. You have to convince, and over persuasion is a crime in sales, because you have automatically pushed that person away. When you over persuade someone, they assume that this is not valuable enough. Have you seen someone persuading people to buy Lamborghini? They don't. It's even them. You will come and apply. Yes, iPhone. Have you seen iPhone? Hey,
people are the ones rushing. They want to be.
People pre-order it because they know the value. So whenever you're selling your book, always have that mindset. You have the value, and please go and learn sales. There are videos on YouTube.
Sales.
We may have time to create videos.
For me, I have a book. I have a book, 12 books in 12 months, on how I wrote 12 books in 12 months. In that book, you will learn what to write, how to write it, how to go about the processes, and how to even sell it. And it's just 3,000 naira.
Sorted.
Yes. So anyhow, just know that you need to learn how to sell your book.
That's right.
Because you don't write that book to just have it in your house.
Of course.
Rain will not enter and beat the book, and
yes, of course. And people always ask me, Ma, please, how much do you think I should sell my book? I say books. People sell books 20,000. At least I've bought a book 15,000. And
it's up to you.
It's not up to 200.
Decide.
Yes, you heard me right. But the truth is that it was worth it. I have never complained. The only person that complains is I bought that book is someone I met in my church. So he was like, "Oh, I've seen the advert of this book. How much did you buy it?" I said, "50." He said, "You bought a book 15,000." I said, "Can you give it to me?" And when they were asking me, "Can you lend it to me?" I said, "No, you need to buy your own."
because we are authors and we understand what authors face. If you give them to read, how would that author even make
the
money?
thing is that he doesn't even qualify,
and he doesn't even value it.
Yes.
It's not like, okay, take and read. It's not like person even really wants and cannot afford it. Person just feels that it's too expensive.
So the only reason why he wanted to read it is to find out, why will I buy a book 15,000 in 2019?
Okay. Okay.
Why will I buy a book 20,000 in 2019?
Now we should be around
2020. So that people people come with those attitude, and I don't care. I wasn't even an author when I bought that book, but I know the value I got from it. I know how much the book helped me. So put a price to your book.
So I hope this should be very valuable for anybody who wants to author a book in 2025 or and beyond. It should be very valuable. If you have more questions concerning the writing authorship, she's a coach, she's a writing coach, she publishes. She's me. I write. I can help, but I mean these are areas.
I publish on Amazon. I publish in Nigeria.
Yes,
I publish in African countries. Yeah,
Amazon is good though, but at the same time, some people just reach out to me like, "How do I publish on Amazon?" I'm like, for me, I'm not one of those people that focuses on the Amazon thing. I have books there, but
yeah, but you know, Amazon sales is mainly is based also on who publish your book, because one of the things that helps your book sell on Amazon is your book category, how they categorize your book. And again, Amazon have come up with so much technicalities regards to publication, in the sense that so many books are rejected. And as they are rejecting your book, if you are even if you correct anything, it's not reject like go and correct it and bring it back. We are sorry, we cannot publish your book on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, they do it now. So I've done books for people who they rejected their book. They say this content will disappoint our audience and all of that. So you need to understand, come to the reality of what works. Find someone. It mustn't be me, but just find someone that knows.
And I just feel like this Amazon thing is making people crazy. They feel like once you write a book,
you must
focus on the sale. See, you don't need to. Me, I know how much I made from my books without even Amazon app. It's not like it's bad. But focus on like selling your book offline. Focus on selling your book like normally. Amazon is good, but don't go and focus on it so much so that you don't. Just know that you can actually.
One question I always ask people once they come to me to publish on Amazon, I say, "Do you have an international audience?"
Because
so they'll be like, "Oh, I have, but I look forward to have." Amazon is like a bookstore.
Yes.
Have you ever gone to a bookstore?
You don't buy every book you see there.
Yes. No matter how fine it is. Sometimes you even walk into a bookstore with a book in mind. You'll be like, do you have 15 Laws of Growth? Yeah, by John G. Maxwell. If they don't have it, sometimes you go home. That's how Amazon is. So people just come, scan through books related in this so and so category. If they see your own, if your description resonates with the problem they need to solve, they'll get your own. So getting your book on Amazon is not automatic sales. If they lie to you, it's not automatic sales. It's not like you make plenty money. Actually, focus more on your book sales. Focus more on your marketing. Yeah.
All right. I guess this is the end.
Yeah. The rest of the questions, hopefully, we will have another time.
Drop any question. If you maybe next time we'll do a part 2. We got more questions actually when we threw it out there that wanted to do a video. We got more questions that we might answer later. Yes. So. Yeah, I hope this was valuable. Please, I'm not even saying this since we started. Subscribe to this channel. I'm not saying it. Subscribe to this channel.
Please call your compound people. Tell them to subscribe.
That person that wants to be an author, please
give them
come and watch
this video for free.
Let them. You guys watching now, like this video, subscribe, comment, share this video. You're helping somebody out there to begin their authorship journey.
Yeah. When you subscribe to this channel and you tell your compound people, your enemies, your friends, and your lovers, YouTube assumes this thing is very valuable. It takes it to all the YouTubers to go and watch. And imagine more people watch this valuable video. They become better authors. Those that are even scared of writing.
You said, I know there are some books that you bought and you're like, God, I beg. So when they watch this video, they'll be like, I know I need to do better. Yeah. So this will help you a lot. This will help your family members. So please share, like, and subscribe, comment, and let us know if this was. This one is let us know if it was valuable. It was valuable.
Yes. If it's not valuable, we are not doing it.
Yeah. And this took us a lot.
Value or nothing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to? I guess she has a lot of services when it comes to writing and publishing. You can talk about it.
Okay, basically everything in writing.
She's
I'm into midwife. Writing, editing, layout design, cover design, marketing plans, just anything
She's
about
very
your book.
I'm
Present.
yes.
And because if you're coming from this channel, you can check me on any other platform. My name is Ella Obans, Ogochuku
She also
Obalodo.
has a channel.
Yes, I have a YouTube channel too. Yes, I will repent to start talking about books.
What was the name? I can put it up here.
It's our organization channel is Vital W. We share some valuable hacks there.
Okay.
And my own personal channel where I share about purposeful living, personal development, and lifestyle is Ella Obans.
Okay.
2787 on YouTube.
Okay. I will also put up our Facebook and Instagram handles too. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.
It's my pleasure to be with you guys here. I look forward to come back again.
Bye.